Question that came up for me really early on,
Yeah.
as I was, because the very first VA I hired was for as an ISA and to help my database, right, call all that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know to ask, well, what are you going to be using to make calls, right? Because as soon as I hired them, they were like, okay, so how do I call? I'm like, what do you mean, how do you call? You just can't pick up the phone and call? I didn't know, man. This is 2009. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I had to find out how to do that. And that's where I found Ring Central. But since then, I mean, we've got
so many
much more choices. One of those is Timble, right? A company that you created as well. So who was it? Was it Jim? I think, Jim, if you're still on here. All right, Jim. Yes. One of the things you're going to need is a VoIP number, right? It's just a internet protocol number instead of an actual landline. So what I would do is, there you go. Pavel put that in there. That's what you're going to use for your VA to make the calls.
It's basically, it's like a power dialer. You can either sign up and get the one line like you would get for Ring Central. That would just allows them to, get a US number, get a separate VoIP account, and just dial one by one. Or you can just get it as a power dialer where you can just upload all your database, like a CSV file. Jim, I just shared a link in the group. See if you see it. Yeah. It's tymbl.com. Yeah. And and VA will hit the button and starts dialing. Boom, boom, boom. They can also send text messages.
That was the key to me. That was important.
Yeah, text messages is important because a lot of people not really picking up the phone right now. And it's understandable. A lot of spam calls, a lot of people just being bombarded since the pandemic is over and everybody's back to business. But, text messages, everybody reads them, most people read it,
And Jim, the cool thing is, let's say, because Rafa had another great question. He says, well, let's say you replace your VA because the first VA wasn't that great. Well, the cool thing, Jim, since you're using a company like Timble, that number doesn't change, even though the VA changed. So you can still use that number and nobody will know in your database, right? Which is great.
I think Rafa's question is as far as replacement policy. If he's performing well, I can answer that. So if he isn't performing well, if you're not happy, if there's no if you guys don't click together, you can just reach out ask your the success coach that's working with the VA, and we'll easily replace. The best part, you don't have to fire the VA personally. We do it for you, and we just provide provide you with new VAs who you would interview and go through a process of hiring again. Question is, I understand sometimes that you have to spend time on up training again. We do most of it because, again, we know your systems already since your VA started working.